Hello bros, I'm welcome to SFX0 Profile Production and next part of Sakura Gamer. Sakura right here. So I don't know how this happened, but sure. So what exactly are we doing? Isn't it obvious we're going to watch a movie? But why? It's a household bounding experience. I don't like bounding, especially not with other people. You can try bounding with animals at the local zoo again if you want, but I don't know how well that go. I pout, but Clover doesn't have a point. But Clover does have a point. We went to a zoo a couple of years ago. It was supposed to be a fun trip out, but for whatever reason, the wolves got really excited when they saw me. Like really excited. One of the wolves started howling, and they all started howling, and soon all the animals at the zoo got freaked out. The rhinos even started to stampede. It's good thing there were only 2 rhinos, or there could have been a serious disaster. I'm not sure why the wolves were so entranced by me. One of the staff members at the zoo, in between his apologies and a frantic bowing, said it might have been because of my jacket. The little cat ears on my hood might have confused them. Maybe they thought I was a tasty snack. Don't look so gloomy, Neko. Suki pokes me in the cheek with her finger. I squirm. I don't want you to be jealous of me and Clover, so I thought we could spend some quality time together. Like I said, I'm not jealous. But you don't want to be left out, right? Well, I know you for a little while now, Neko. You're bad at saying what you really think. Don't you want to know what I think? That's the general idea. Well, I breathe in. I think this all sounds like a pain. You should have left me alone in my room. That's what you say, but you still came down here when I invited you. Well, I just didn't want to miss out on popcorn, that's all. Sure. You're so easy to read, Neko, like open book. So shut up. My face flushed, even tips of my ears turned pink. Anyway, what kind of popcorn did you get? Most people would ask what kind of movies we're going to watch first. The success of any movie watching experience depends on the snacks you bring. Food can break any movie. I'm sure the directors would be crying if they heard you say that. I don't care, I don't owe them anything. Most movies are awful anyway. The plots are recycled and overused. The characters are flimsy and unrealistic, and everything gets wrapped up too neatly at the end. Real life isn't like that. Maybe not with that attitude. You might not be the best person to write a visual novel after all. I want it to end in a death or despair. Tatsuki, you won't let the bad things happen to her cute characters. Tatsuki, that's how life is, sweetie. No. I'm gonna tell Tatsuki I won't let any of the cute characters get hurt. Don't worry, your character designs are really cute, so I won't make sure nothing bad happens to them. You mean it? You like my characters that much? I like them enough to ensure that they all have happy endings. Coming from you, Neko, that really is saying something. Why? Do you think I'm some kind of sadist? You always get the glint in your eye when you talk about other people's suffering. Especially some of your clients. Well, some of them are so irritating, it's really that awful if I want them to trip when they fall down the stairs and impale themselves on their umbrellas. That's an awful detailed scenario you thought up there. Naturally, I'm supposed to be a writer. You're pretty funny when you want to be. I wasn't trying to. I feel my face flushing. I'm not too used to being complimented, especially not by a pretty girl like Suki. She's sitting so close to me, I can feel the warmth of her body against my arm. Her breasts are soft and squishy like mochi ice cream. Maybe I should change the subject. I think I have something to talk about. Did you get the popcorn I like, Clover? Oh, you don't need to worry about that. I know your favorite. Made sure to get sweetened caramella with extra sugar. Oh, my eyes light up. My stomach gurgles at anticipation. Good job, Clover. It's no problem. Clover gives me a peach sign. We've been friends for years, you know. I know your tastes. I reached into the bowl of popcorn and flour and takes a handful. I crunch on the kernels. I don't care about my poor table manners. We're not even sitting at a table. If you eat that much sugar, you get rotten teeth. I don't care. You will care when you get older. My grandma always says you should limit yourself to one sweet treat after dinner, no more, no less. Your grandma not the boss of me. No, she's not the boss of anyone either, though she wanted to be. Sugar frowns for a few moments. But she claps her hands. Her pensive expression soon fades away. Anyway, let's watch the movie. What movie is it? It's a live-action adaptation of a visual novel, Sakura Shrine Girls. Do you know it? Oh, I've been reading some of the Sakura visual novels. Then it'd be good for research. I don't believe that movie exists. Fine. I pick up another handful of sugar popcorn and cram it into my mouth. Let's give a watch TV. Yeah, something. You shouldn't talk with your mouth full, Neko. I stick my tongue out at Chloe. It's still coated with a fine layer of mushed up popcorn. Chloe reeks her nose. And you say I'm gross. I swallow, wiping my mouth from my sleeve. Sugar is never gross. Alright, you two, settle down. Sugar sets her remote to one side and leans back against the couch. The movie is about to start. Sakura Shrine has followed a very similar formula to the other Sakura visual novels I read. The story, however, has the benefit of being performed by real actresses. So, surmise the story is about a young boy who moves to live with his grandfather. There he meets two mysterious young cat girls who happen to be deities and two opposing shrines. Their girls are called Keio and Nayoko. We have read this story. Keio is very serious and made apart by the black bob cut. She cares a lot about her job and shrine man, and Nayoko meanwhile is playful, flirty, and like to tease the main character and even give opportunity. In my humble opinion, as a cat lover, the whole thing is pretty cute. Especially the school uniforms. There is a lot of lewd scenes too, mostly involving mischievous wind spirits that like flipping up skirts. The popcorn alone makes the whole experience worthwhile, so I'm not going to complain. Caramel popcorn really is delicious. Anybody who prefers plain or salted is heathen. I don't like sugar on popcorn. I think that just ruins the taste. I mean, a little salt for extra taste is more than enough. Of course. How the hell did that scenario come to happen? I have no idea. Somehow, during the direction of the movie, the three of us end up curled together in a rather cozy position. Suga is sitting in the middle, like some kind of queen, and her trained on the screen. Clover and I, meanwhile, are pressed against either side of her, our hands linked together on her lap. We remain like this for a full 90 minutes of the movie's runtime, and continue to sit there curled up together even as the credits scroll along the screen to a shipper pop song. Being cuddled up with these two girls feels kind of nice, I guess. It's pretty warm though. It's been a hot summer so far, and pressing up so close against Suki does nothing to alleviate the heat. In fact, my face feels redder than ever before. Maybe that's why Clover decided halfway through the movie to strip off her shirt. Suki soon followed suit. I'm not exhibiting myself like these two shameless women, but, well, the heat got to me too. I'm not used to this. Suki long glossy hair is so soft and silky. It smells good too, like strawberries or lychee or something. Something soft and unexpectedly feminine. If I think about it too much, I'm going to start blushing. Maybe I'm allergic to something. Hey, Neko. Clover looks at me, smiling brightly. What did you think? What did you think? I suppose it was acceptable. I guess you really kind of like the movie then. I was talking about the popcorn. Oh, what about the movie? I'm undecided about the movie. Well, you can give it a rating out of 10. Oh there. What? Pour on the sated Clover. I click my tongue. Clover frowns. Huh? Did I say something stupid? Yes, but you weren't to know. I put my glasses up to the bridge on my nose. Rating movies on a numerical scale has fundamental flaws. Mere numbers are too mechanical method to properly express your thoughts and feelings, and they lose a lot of nuisance you would get from an in-depth review written with words. Moreover, every other plays different words in numerical grading, while 5 should, as a matter of principle, be average, neither good nor bad. Maybe people seem to rank 7 as the average and consider anything below that to be poor. Well, any girl I rank under 7 is the girl I'm trying to date. And that's actually true. Which is the worst part about it. But I have the ability to love anyone. So it's no problem for me. I mean, I know who I love most of all, and I can never be with her. So I take any girl that I like a moderate amount and likes me too. That is a good ability to not be with the one you love the most, because then you can be with anyone. Human beings are not like machines, so we attach aberrant values to things that should be impersonal, like numbers, as much as we are unable to understand one another and miscommunication of true intentions. Do you understand? Clover seems to have pounded a few seconds before, but if you had to give a numerical rating, what would you give it? I sighed. I guess the carefully prepared talk went into an ear and out the other. Maybe it was too philosophical for her. If you must know, I give it a 6. A 6? That's so low. A 6 is about average. Huh? But it's above average. Why don't you give it a 7? You really weren't listening, were you? Not at all. At least you're honest about it. Not to make it any better. Hey, I look at Suki. She's been curiously quiet for the direction of the movie, though she haven't have the most to say about it, particularly since she was the one who chose it. But actually, Suki went to move on Clover. Actually, if that happened to me, I would actually go into battle. I would drag seriously Clover into my room, lock the door, and let's just say this. We wouldn't come out for the next 3 hours, at least. That's how long I can keep going. But it's not 1 round, it's actually 7 rounds. So, if you want to figure out more of it, just think a bit. Apparently not. What do you think? Huh? What? About the movie? Oh, the movie. So you nods in sudden understanding. I don't think she was focusing on the movie. The movie? Yeah. Right. Well, it was nice, I guess. You guess? It doesn't sound very convincing. Either you liked it or you didn't. I loved it. Didn't you think the actress who played Naoko was super cute? Yeah, she was quite cute. But nothing can beat Keo. She was lovely and innocent. The way she took her job as a shrine maiden so seriously was super adorable. Huh? You think that's adorable? Yes, like it when people try hard. Plus the shrine maiden outfit was really cute. It might be cute to look at, I suppose, but wearing one in real life is rather cumbersome, especially in the summer. I guess. I forgot you used to be a shrine maiden yourself. That's right, I was. But a small smile curves on the corner of Suki's lips. For such a devilish girl, she smiles looks strangely underestimated. Everything about Suki has been understood this evening. I wonder why. I'm not going to be a shrine maiden anymore. I guess it's kind of stuffy. It seems like there's a lot of rules. That's right. It's quite constraining. The clothes were the least of my concerns. My grandmother wasn't very happy about my decision, but who cares what she thinks? Clover? You should do what makes you happy. Life's too short to waste on trying to please other people. You got to think about yourself. That's strangely mature coming from you. There isn't anything strange about it. I'm a responsible working adult. You're not working very hard right now. Because it's a summer holiday, even teachers deserve breaks. Don't you have homework assignments to go over? Still an echo. As a teacher, I make sure to give my students as little homework as possible. My kids love me for that. I would say no homework is the best thing. I have not done homework since... Let's see, what's the last time? Since I stopped 6th grade. I haven't done homework since then. Because no one could force me to do homework since then, so I haven't done it. I only done what I want to do at home then. And not a real study, but I had some things I have to do, and I actually want to do them. I do it. So it's not been any real homework since then. Don't act like you're doing it for their sake. You're just too lazy to grade it. Well, it all works out in the end. Everybody's happy. Are their parents happy? That is besides the point. Goodness gracious. If you taught me when I was a kid, my parents would want me to flay you alive. Aren't they really that strict? They were pretty strict. God. Maybe I should prepare myself for the next parent-teacher meeting. Heh. Suki still sandwiched between the pair of us started to giggle. I can feel her bare shoulders rising up and down, shaking with mirth. You're right, Clover. Life really is too short. It really will be too short if you get lynched. From now on, I'm going to do what I want to do. I won't try to bow my grandma's wills anymore. I'm Tsuka, and I reinvented myself. I'm Suki. Yes, that's right. You're right. You're much better in the way you are now. But it's a kind of pity. What is it? Well, Clover giggles coyly, poking the tips of an index finger together. I wish I could have seen you in a shrine maiden outfit. We need to get to the next picture. More time passes and three of us settle into a comfortable routine. We have 2 weeks left to whip up a visual novel in time for summer manga market. Suga has finished the character's designs and has moved on into the linear, while Chloe is whittling away the hours at her laptop, happily sketching out melodies for original soundtrack. As for me, I've been spending my days coding together a custom engine we can use to create our visual novel while simultaneously working on the script. It's a very short story. We decided it should be no longer than 40,000 characters, a few hours of playtime, give or take. I would like to give it all the characters their own individual routine with a lot of unique scenes and branching choices. But there just wasn't enough time. We had to settle in something simpler. A cute, warming, even so slightly erotic story about a shy shrine maiden called Tsubaki who gets a part-time job in a maid cafe and becomes friends with 2 of the waitresses there. After some discussion, we decided it should be a lesbian love story. That's probably the ones that are most successful, actually. That wasn't my decision, but by the way, it was all Suki. With a bit of encouragement by Clover. I don't really mind. I know how popular lesbian love stories are. I've seen enough porn in my lifetime to confirm that. Not that you can really call still pornography images love stories. Though our visual novel will be pretty short and simple, I think I should be able to shift a few copies. That is, if Suki's art is good enough to market the product. I don't know if anybody will care about the writing. Yeah. I yawn, stretching my arms above my head and stare at the screen of my laptop. I've written the first few scenes now. It's about 3,000 characters, not bad for a day's work. I completed the scene that introduces to Sabaki and her shrine, but I think I need to delve a little more into her character's physics, see what really makes her tick. Since I never lived in a shrine before, I'm not entirely sure how to portray it. I think my pants just broke because one of the buttons just fell off, I noticed. I have to try to fix that some later. And I did some research online, but I don't know how accurate it is. I read the introductory scenes again. Is it too dry? Are my sentences snappy enough? What if there's too much internal monologue? My studies have shown visual novels with fast-paced back-and-forth dialogue are more popular than those that will dwell too much on the internal character's drama. But since I have to introduce the other two characters yet, there are only so much I can do. What can I do? I bite my lower lip. Thanks to the internet, the people nowadays have rather short attention spans in the story doesn't hook a reader in the first few sentences. May just move on to something else. All the information in the word is available to push of a button. The success of a visual novel depends on the favorable opinion of the general public, but we're fighting for attention against the whole world. Maybe I should ask Suki for advice. She seems more knowledgeable about this stuff than me, and she has lived in a shrine before. I race for my bed with a sight. I sigh whenever I have to get out of bed. Who doesn't? It's a matter of human reflex. I got into the living room and walked up the stairs. I wonder if Suki's room is like. I haven't been in there since they moved in. What has she done with the place? I'm curious. Hello? Net my knuckles against the door, but there's no reply. Suki doesn't answer. Hello? I try again. Still no answer. Suki. Another series of knocks, and then... Neko. Clover pokes her head out around her doorframe, her ponytail bounce. For some reason she's wearing her underwear, I'm not sure why. Well, it's pretty hot today. I guess I can't blame her. But... I don't think her panties suit her very well. It's making my heart pound a little faster. I'd rather see Suki in one way. No? It's making my heart pound a little faster. Alright, this story gonna be very long. This episode gonna be very long. For some reason, looking at her like this is making my heart feel kind of funny. I don't know why. I see Chloe in her panties countless times before. In fact, I have seen her naked. I guess because I didn't expect it. Is this why they call it a surprise attack? Those panties, while childish, do look kind of cute, especially in the ribbon. Pale blue panties and a sunny, happy-go-looking girl like Clover. It's an interesting contrast. Hey Neko, I know I have a sexy body, but do you have to stare? Did I just catch me out? Like I want to stare at you. Just go distracted. By how cute I am? By how shameless you are. If you must know, I was actually in the middle of an important business. Are you looking for Suki? That's right, I wrote the beginning of the story, but I'm not sure where I take it. I wanted to ask for some feedback. Oh, that's a great idea. Suki should know a lot about being a shy maiden. Yes, well, that's what I was hoping. I think she's out in the garden right now. What is she doing there? She said she was too stuffy in her room to concentrate, so she wanted to go out and get some sunshine. She was wearing her bikini, so she might be sunbathing. Sunbathing? We only have 2 weeks left and she's sunbathing? Oh, don't blame her. A girl needs to take a break every once in a while. Well, she can't, not when we're doing so much work. Uh-huh. You're always so serious, Neko. Somebody has to be serious about this. Deadlines are sacred things. We already have a table booked at Manga Market. We absolutely need to show up. We can't just write in our hands and apologize, say, I'm sorry, but we didn't make it in time. Wow, you really are committed to this, aren't you? Of course I am. Somebody has to be. But I thought you weren't interested in making a visual novel. I wasn't, but I decided to start a project, see it through until the end. We also to burn the CDs to make physical copies. That makes time. Finishing the digital version of the game just isn't enough. That will make at least a day. I run the calculation through my head. It's almost dizzying. Then we need to go to Manga Market and get our stall set up, which will take another day. We probably need to print our files to advertise our circle and posters and decoration our stall and something suddenly occurs to me. We don't even have a circle name yet. Maybe we should worry about that after we finish the visual novel. We can't worry about it then, it'll be too late. We have so much stuff to think about, and our lead artist is gathering off in the garden sunbathing. I'm going to go out and give her a piece of my mind. Oh, this sounds fun. Can I come with you? You can do whatever you want, just don't get in my way. You're so cute when you get huffy, Neko. What do you mean? Oh, nothing. I'm just happy we have you on board, project leader. Leader? That's right, you are a leader. I thought Suki was the leader. She is the one who decided we should make a visual novel, but that doesn't mean she's in charge. Nobody better at bossing people around than you. I don't know how I feel about that. It makes it sound like having strong work ethic is a bad thing. You're just being paranoid, honey. Honey? Yeah. Something warm and soft lights his feather brushing against my cheek. It's Clover's lips. She really did kiss me. Now let's go. Our adventures in the great unknown is just beginning. We're just going out into our garden. Same thing. But before I go, maybe I put on my bikini too. Why? This isn't a trip to the beach. I know, but why I'm not going to bring my beach ball? So, there you are. Hi, Suki. Clover and I find Suki lying on her stomach in the grass wearing a bikini. If you can call it that. A bikini isn't really a bikini, it's more like a few scraps of cloth, only barely wide enough to cover her most sensitive parts. If it doesn't really conceal her breasts, but I suppose it does a decent job at hiding her nipples. Though her panties cling to her butt and rather large amount of cheek is still on the show. I know my underwear is a little too small for me, but at least I'm not going to be prancing around in public like that. Not that Suki is really prancing. She's just lying there, soaking in the sun like a sponge. At least she was until Clove and I dropped by. She gets to her feet and her breast bouncing in the poor excuse for a bikini and gives us an energetic smile. Hey, it's great to see you. Oh, Clover, did you decide to put on a bikini too? That's right. Clover does a small spin in a swimsuit, her bikini bright yellow like butter. Most of Clover's clothes are bright colors, typically reds or yellow, with a bit of orange thrown there out for the contrast. Clover bikini is slightly less obscene than Suki's, but it rides up a little over her chest, revealing her underside of her breast. I sighed. Why are the two women I live with so shameless? If I wanted to live in a combination, eat my food and skulk about with their skin exposed, I would buy a cat. I like cats, they're pretty cute. even if they whine a lot. Clover, your bikini is super adorable. I know, right? I picked it up last summer from this really fancy store in Ginza. Oh, Ginza? That's where all the rich people shop. I know. It was on sale and just had to get it. You made a good choice. Sugi gives Clover a thumbs up of approval. And as for you, Neko, she turns her attention to me. She looks me up and down critically, her fingers beneath her chin. Why aren't you wearing a bikini on this lovely day? Because we're in the garden. What's the point of wearing a bikini in the garden? To work on our suntans? But it's shameless. Why is it shameless? They're called swimsuits for a reason. You wear them when you go swimming. Don't get so hung up on technicalities. Technicalities are important. What's the point in wearing a swimsuit when there's nowhere to swim? There's no large bodies of water in my garden. But I have a pretty nice body, don't you think? Sugi strikes a pose. She runs her hands through her hair and purses her lips seductively. I turn my head, trying to hide my flustered face. I don't know about that. Come on, Neko. What do you think? Chloe started doing it too. These girls, they're such a bad influence on each other. Why do you think he is the most attractive? Well, Clover. I think Clover looks the best. Oh, really? Clover smiles happily, running her hand through her hair. Thanks, you look cute too. But we have more important things to worry about right now. I glance about at the garden. It's a pretty nice garden, actually. In species with a lot of green grass and a few flowers dotted there and there. In the background I can hear the hum of the cicadas and the twittering of the birds. It's peaceful. At least it would be peaceful if I didn't have to deal with Suki. You should get back inside and get to work. Ah, but I've only been out here for 5 minutes. More like half an hour. It's fine. Take a little break won't kill me. No, but it will kill any chance that we get releasing something into time for the manga market. Whoa, you're more fired up about this than I imagined. Cover giggles. Neko is like a geyser. She looks flat on the uninteresting on the outside, but she gets worked up. She gets really hot and passionate. I'm not flat. Well, I wouldn't know. You're not wearing a bikini like us. Why do you want me to wear a bikini so much? I think you need to work on your tan. Your skin is so pale. Just like a porcelain doll. Some people might consider it a selling point, but if you get any whiter, you look like you have a terminal illness. I like my skin just the way it is. Thank you very much. But you've been shut up inside for far too long. You have to get some fresh air or you wither away. She's right, Neko. You're saying this because we care about you. And we want to see your sexy body in a bikini. But the deadline. Come on, Neko. Suki's pouting. I wish she wouldn't pout. Live a little. I can't afford to live until the deadlines have been met. Well. A smirk curls up in the corner of Suki's lips. I don't like that smirk. I think I like it even less than her pout. I doubt it bodes well. If you refuse to have fun of your own volition, I have to make you have fun by force. What do you mean by that exactly? What do I mean? I mean this. Okay, I suspected as much. At least we just got the picture. 35 minutes nearly. That's so much reading between pictures. So at least that was all I have for Sakura game at this time. That's it. I'll see you next time. Profile.